Next, another helping of the Galway-Tipperary saga. Two sides that have dominated affairs in recent years. Galway, Tipperary's bogey team, but the three in a row can prove to be a daunting target. So let's watch what happened on the day.
Michael Coleman and Pat Malone there for Galway, anchoring at midfield. Peter Finnerty trying to stab it forward. That's Sean Tracy. That will do his confidence a lot of good to get that clearance in straight away. John Heffernan breaks it up for Tip. Right half back, down towards Declan Carr. Valuable first swipe of that ball. Sean Tracy again in the thick of the action there with Joe Hayes on the 40. Ball comes out as far as Pat Malone. And O'Ryan over there. That's Ray Dewan in an advanced state up there at left half forward for Galway. Michael Coleman threading it through dangerously. Neatly in towards Ian O'Ryan. It's a goal! A goal by Ian O'Ryan to the delight of the Galway fans inside the opening 40 minutes of the match. About 40 seconds gone. Tipperary in a dither at the back. Ryan crept inside John Heffernan's cover. Not a very clean stroke, but beat the goalkeeper and away into the far corner. What a start! John Denton awarding the free to Tipperary on the Galway 65-metre line following that sensational start. Galway, the champions, who've beaten Tipperary in the semi-final 2 years ago and in last year's final. There's never been much between these two teams, as Paul DELANEY there with his stats, the 22-year-old, to take this 65-metre free, and he's put it over the bar. First point of the match for Tipperary. Paul DELANEY the scorer. Pat Malone going up high. Ray Dewan across to Michael McGrath. Up towards Ian O'Ryan. John Heffernan getting there first, but in some difficulty. That's Conal Bonner, one of the great young players in the championship this year. Sean Tracy lets that one go over his head to Pat Fox. Dangerous for Galway. Again, a good incisive move by Fox, and another point. A second. Sides on level terms. Pat Fox, the man who really carried that one deep once the initial mistake had been made by the defender. Fans from all over the globe coming to watch this match. That's Pat Fox on the run, and Pat Fox with the score. Cleary here. He's got a point so far, doing well against Jerry McInerney. Again, that low ball in front of Nicky English. Sylvie closing it down on this occasion, but still affording English the chance to shoot and score. Tip with a 3-point advantage. Again, it was the kind of ball he loves to get. Ahead of the defender. And a super finish. Ray Dewan here. Burke once again, intending that Dewan would make the move forward, but Dewan is playing in his first championship match, and I don't think he's quite on the same wavelength as some of the other forwards just yet. That will come with experience. Coleman, a swipe on it, but no clearance. That's Lahey, doing well, into Cormac Bonner. The man who leads the attack, getting there ahead of Conor Hayes, turning inside. Now has he the confidence to go on his own? He has! It's come off the start. It's a goal! No! It's out! Somehow kept out. Declan Carr, beaten by Joe Cooney. Conal Bonner, high and wide. Well, that was quite an incident. John Commons, I think, made a super save, and it came off the post as well. Cormac Bonner was the one going through, ahead there of Conor Hayes, the Galway captain. Watched the shot, stopped, and then off the post from the goalkeeper. And following it up was Michael Cleary, but the ball was cleared. Well struck towards Michael McGraw's wing. Breaks down. Conal Bonner going back there. Oh, Bobby Ryan wasn't expecting it. This is Jerry Burke. Into Linsky. Galway playing it short and tight. That's going out as far as Ray Dewan off the post. A shot, a goal! Ian O'Ryan getting the second goal. He scored in the first minute of the match, and he scored in the last minute of the first half. Ian O'Ryan, following that tight build-up. It really was close, and that one came off the post from Ray Dewan to an alert Ian O'Ryan. Galway's top forward gets a second goal, beating Ken Hogan. So there's the position now, and just a point separating the sides as we head towards half-time. Nicky English coming out to take a free, which the referee has awarded about 30 metres out. English half losing that one, but recovering his balance to tap it over the bar for his 5th point of the first half. The second to come from a free. Ollie Kilkenny high up into the air, it breaks down. John Cormack, the substitute introduced just before half-time by Tipperary, out to Michael Coleman again. One of the best of the midfielders. Ken Hogan under the dropping ball with Joe Cooney, wasn't quite sure where it was going. Jerry Burke coming in, missed it completely. Cooney once again, back and full forward, stopped brilliantly by Ken Hogan, followed up by Burke. Added to by Conor O'Donovan, a super save by Ken Hogan. Watch it once again as it broke out to Jerry Burke, looking around to see what was on. It came out and Joe Cooney latched onto it fairly smartly. Great angle shot and a brilliant save. Galway now carrying the fight forward. EANNA Ryan once again. The 2-goal hero in the first half to Michael McGrath. He's got a point, his first point. Galway had 5 forwards starting this second half who hadn't scored. McGrath was one of them, and that's now pegged it back to a 1-point difference. So the followers of the Western team beginning to feel that this match might be turning round. Galway have come out with a very positive attitude in the second half. Let's see can Tip counter with Nicky English. Driven in smartly towards Fox. Pat Fox once again getting through. A goal! Tipperary firmly ahead, dovetailing brilliantly with Nicky English. English looking up, seeing that Fox had made a good run just inside Ollie Kilkenny. The old English to Fox produces another goal. Back at the centre, some players engaging in pleasantries, shall we say, and I don't think they're discussing the Galway races as EANNA Ryan is called across, and the notebook is out once again, and he becomes the 3rd Galway player to have his name taken by referee John Denton. Tempers hotting up. Paul Delaney has taken it, and it's gone over the bar. His 3rd point. And back in the goal mouth, high jinks. Bernie O'Connor in there, and Cormac Bonner, and Bernie, one of the selectors, restraining Sylvie Lennon there. I was recording the point, Paul Delaney's 3rd, as Nicky English picks himself off the ground. A lot of controversy, and a dashing of water there onto the back of Cormac Bonner, which he didn't quite expect. The referee has had a word with Sylvie Lennon, and he sent him off. Sylvie's been sent off. The veteran of so many campaigns going in to have a word with English, and I don't think it's an amicable word at that. Tempers spilling over in a controversial semi-final. Jerry McInerney back. Watching 2 Tipperary players collide in their enthusiasm to get the ball. Beaten brilliantly by Cormac Bonner. It's on to Nicky English, and he puts it over the bar with a flawless finish. That's 6 points now for Nicky English. Cormac Bonner takes an awful lot of the credit for a superb block down that time. Remember, Jerry McInerney had judged it well, was taking it away, but watch the eyes of Bonner there. Great timing, super skills, and watch for English as always, but he's now the free man in attack, remember, as Galway are down to 14 men, and that was a nice point. Broken up by Jerry McInerney. We haven't heard from Jerry McInerney for some time. Michael Coleman. Good ball down to Brendan Linsky. Couldn't quite hold on to it, and it's Conor O'Donovan. Good clearance by O'Donovan, who was nudged by Michael McGrath after he released the ball, and it's going to be a free out for Tipperary. More importantly, attention required for the great full-back, Conor O'Donovan. And just watch once again after Brendan Linsky lost it. Conor O'Donovan kept his eye on it all the way, an attempted trip, and Michael McGrath's been sent off for this challenge. A dangerous challenge it certainly was, McGrath, I think the referee has pointed him off. He's still on the field. Linsky is remonstrating. Joe Cooney been restrained by Brendan Linsky, but I think Michael McGrath was given his marching orders. So the stretcher comes in, and watch, and there's a Tipperary player down injury. Watch this. This was a late challenge, definitely dangerous and deserved dismissal. Two players out, and over on the far side, one of the players with a blue helmet, it may be John Lahey, I think it is, yes. Lahey received a nudge there, and I think it was by Michael McGrath as he was going off. This has been an ill-tempered second half. A great pity to see a good full-back leaving the pitch like this. He justified his selection, no question about that. Looks concussed, and hopefully he'll be okay if, and a big F, Tip get through to the final. Lahey back in his feet. English the free taker, and I'm sure he'll opt for the point. He's got 7 already, and he's now got his 8th in this All-Ireland hurling semi-final. Is it to be Tip against Antrim in 4 weeks' time? The game is in injury time. 3 points the difference, and the Tipperary fans ready to cheer the day when their team finally made the breakthrough. It's Tip for the final, as they finally get the measure of Galway, who played with great heart and only 13 men, but they lose their championship of the last 2 years. The champions are out, and it's the Munster champions who reach their second successive final.
A deserving win for Tipperary, but the game had been greatly overshadowed by other events and it failed to live up to pre-match expectations.